Oh my goodness.
Okay, I think we're good to go.
I love this. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. Okay, so today we're going to talk about all things business, and I am so excited. We have Jac with us this morning. Okay, Jac, how do you say your last name?
Yep, it's Kalaher.
Kalaher.
That's what I
Okay.
keep saying in my mind.
I feel like I would always butcher your last names. I grew up with a crazy, my maiden name was Lastavica and nobody could ever say it.
Yep.
And so it's always one of those things where I'm like, okay, I want to make sure that I'm saying it right before, we go into, anything.
Exact thing.
Yeah, so Kalaher. Okay, so Jac Kalaher. Okay, so we're going to be talking again, all things business today, and I'm so excited.
Yay! I can't wait.
We met Jac though at our conference that we've been talking about forever and ever. At the
Creative
Educator Conference. Why did my brain just went blank for a minute? And we just loved her. So we wanted to bring her on and talk all things
Actually,
business.
I didn't get to meet you though, so I'm so happy to meet you in person. I know, even though we're on Zoom and not in the same place.
I know. Jac was at my table, my small group table, for our hot seats, I think is what it was.
Hot seats.
And it was so fun. Anyway, okay, so as always, we always start our sessions or our podcasts with a top 3.
Yes.
So I will go first to just kind of ease in the waters. Okay, so what my first top 3. Okay, so my kids have a ton of energy all the time, and also we're kind of weird about video games. We have them play the old school Nintendo or the old school yeah, right, exactly, very old school. There is no internet connection to it at all. I mean, we still have it's kind of funny, the other day we had to blow in the game, you know what I mean, and put it in just to make sure it worked, and it did. And so I was like, this is what you do. I'm sorry, this is how it works. So we found a couple years ago actually a GameCube, and it's called Next Playground. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
I don't even.
Okay, this thing is amazing. So it's literally a cube. It has a little camera on the front of it, and you point it at your living room, and all of the games are interactive. So they're all you have to shoot a hoop into into the basketball. You have to block the soccer balls from getting into the nets. There's there's a ninja one where you have to chop things in half.
Oh my gosh.
And then they go through different levels, and then and it's awesome because it's also it's connected to the internet, but it's not. So you don't play with people online. You just play yourself. The only reason why it would be connected online is to update the games. And then also the camera is not connected into online whatever. I don't know, streaming. You can't access the camera on it.
Yeah.
And then it also has a little cover on the camera too. So if you want it, when you're not using it, just, I don't know.
Cover it up.
You just want to cover it up, right? So my kids love this thing, and it they play on it for hours and hours and hours.
It sounds like a good summer.
Oh my gosh,
activity.
It's so great, and it gets their energy out, and especially when it's raining outside. I'm what do I do? Yeah. We turn on the Next Playground and we, throw on one of the games, and they update their games once a month, which is awesome too.
Oh, that's wicked cool.
This thing is amazing, and they have games for adults too. It goes from littles. They have a Peppa Pig game for little kids, and then it goes from littles to all the way to adults.
So cute.
Phenomenal.
Cube.
NEX.
Okay.
Playground.
Next.
And they have them at They actually have them in big box stores. So they have them at Target, and then I think they also have them at Best Buy. But you can also, and they have them on Amazon too. And then they can also go through their their website.
From there.
Yeah. So good.
Cool.
Anyway,
Okay.
so that's my one. Okay, number 2, I am a big coffee drinker. So one of my loves actually recently is the iced frosted coffee from Chick-fil-A. Oh my gosh, it is so good. It is
Are you having a milkshake with
yes, it's
a
basically
little bit of coffee
it's basically a milkshake with coffee.
Okay,
and it is
black coffee from there, and no, it's not good. It's
No.
not good. I get it. In a time of need, it's just a plain black iced coffee, and and I love Chick-fil-A, but it's terrible.
Yeah, it's not good. I'm with you on this, Jac. But also, it sounds like Lauren's drinking a milkshake with coffee.
I'm not. Let's just say I'm not just drinking the coffee. It's definitely it's definitely the iced. They say iced frosted. It's got got ice cream in it. Like,
It's a Frosty.
and it's a Frosty with coffee in it. Yeah. And so it dilutes that gross bitterness of their black coffee. Same thing with their vanilla iced coffee. They like pump that stuff full of like
got all
the
kinds of
vanilla
sugar.
and the,
For
yeah.
sure. For
So
sure.
good.
That's
That
why
is like
it's so
on,
good.
I am on that train. I ride that train every day. It is so good.
Where you been, Lauren?
I
I'm
know.
just getting my coffee.
Just getting my iced
milkshake.
coffee, my milkshake coffee. Or if anytime like it's so great. Oh my gosh, if anytime we're like out and about and I'm like, hey guys, you want to run through Chick-fil-A real quick? And they're like, yeah, sure. I'm like, great. And get my iced coffee. So it's so good. Okay, then also my third one, it's so good, is, okay, so I have a new candle that I'm like obsessed with. You know, we
Okay.
talk about like home scents.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My love my home scents.
Okay, so Gina Bohel.
I just restocked my home
Did you
scents.
really?
I did. I'm getting 3 candles.
Oh, I
this
love
week.
I
it.
didn't even know about home scents until the Creative Educators Conference, and then I listened to your episode about home scents, and I was
Yeah.
like, I've always had a home scent, so I feel included, but I didn't know it was like a club.
What to call it? Yeah.
Yes, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Apparently it's a thing. Yes. So I now have I have a home
Now
scent.
you. Yes.
I do. And it is by, okay, so her name is Gina Bohel. She is the cutest little petite woman from the UK, but she has a little shop here in Round Top. And so she like does all the like
Is that where you
antiques
got it
and stuff.
from?
Yes. So
Cute.
I went to Round Top. Have you heard of Round Top Antiques?
Yeah. You should come to Texas and come to Round Top with us. Oh,
This
it's
thing
a good time.
is like
I feel
insane.
like I'm missing out.
I mean, it is like basically not a flea market.
It is but
very
it's
high
fancy.
end.
It's fancy.
A lot of people. I mean, people will fly in from like California and like all over the world
Really?
Yeah.
to come to
crazy.
Round Top. So basically, what they'll do is they'll bring in these vendors, these antique vendors from all over the world, and then these global vendors will bring containers of antiques from their country.
And set up in tents, like in the country.
It's in a field.
Like it's in a field.
I
Like,
mean,
we're
you're
talking
not-
this town has like the population. It used to have 90, but I think it's grown
300
a lot now.
maybe?
Yeah, maybe 300. Like it's gotten
No
a little
way.
bit bigger, but it's
Yeah.
tiny. You're in the
Maybe
country.
just, like year round, or just like 1 or 2 times a year?
So it
So
started.
technically, it's like twice a year are the big shows, fall and spring.
Uh-huh.
And then now it's become kind of like a hot spot to go, and so you can go and shop there.
But
all
not
the
everything
time.
is gonna be
But
open.
it's not like what she's talking about, where people are bringing their stuff
Okay.
in from like Florida, or they've shopped in France and
they'll
bringing
bring
in the
in
antiques,
huge containers
and
from London and all the things.
It's crazy.
Okay. This
So
is
that's
wild.
where you got your candle.
So Gina Bohel is from Europe, is from London, and so she goes and shops a lot of the
Okay.
things in the UK and London, and also maybe from Paris, whatever. But she'll go to like those little flea markets over there, find the really cute deals, put them in a container, and then sell them here, which is great because then that way.
So did you just buy like 100?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
oh my
I'm
gosh.
really concerned when she runs out. That was my first thought. Like, oh no, this is like a
No.
rare home scent.
Okay, no.
Yeah, it ruins the home
Okay, well, so the homestead. Let me go back to that. So she sells antiques, but then she also has like her own personal candles. So those will never really run out. But the scent that I really love is called Bright as a Button, and so she has like all these little like cute English sayings
Yeah.
on them.
Oh, fun.
And so the one that I really love is called Bright as a Button. It's got like a little pink little medallion thing on the front of it. So if you're ever looking at it, and it smells so good. Like I buy probably 3 or 4 at a time, which it can get pricey because they're like $60 per candle, and I'm like, ooh, it's a little expensive. But they last for forever. They are like a slow burn candle, which I really appreciate.
That's nice.
But what's
Anyway.
what does it smell like? Like citrus?
Actually,
Right?
I have like the room spray on. Do you spray like? I know that
It
sounds
does
funny.
smell really good.
So like I use her room
kind of
spray
floral.
as like a perfume because I love it so much. Like I want
I
to
was
smell like
envisioning
this.
you like lighting the candle and like trying to.
I'm like, yeah, just going around like
the
sage.
essence.
I'm like saging myself with my own personal homestead candle.
Lauren, sure.
Yeah, it's intense. I know. I am that girl.
hilarious.
It's too fun. No, but it's so good. It's so it smells so good. It's like
does
very.
smell
It's
good.
florally, but it's not like in your face.
not
It's not gonna
overpowering.
like. You're not gonna walk in and be like, ooh, like what is that
Hilarious.
smell? Anyway, so those are my top 3. I know.
All right,
Go for it,
Jac.
Jac.
I feel like I should share my home scent. Like, could be my.
Please, we want to
Yeah.
hear. Yes.
So one, I'm always I don't bake and I don't cook. My husband is actually graduating chef school like as we speak.
Oh,
That's amazing.
It's
love that.
fantastic.
I love that fun fact.
Oh, and you know what? It's really great for us, except for when he was doing the foods from around the world like semester. It was really challenging because he had to cook foods from all over, and we're like eaters, not very picky, but let me tell you, there's definitely some foods I did not like, and we were laughing about it yesterday, and we're all like, remember that time? It was like a North African dish, and our friends that are from Africa are like, we don't eat that. And I'm like, like, no.
That's hilarious.
It's not really great, but they're like, no, we don't do that. And I'm like, okay, good. So,
That's
anyways,
awesome.
the home scent that I have is like baked goods, like sugar cookie, but like vanilla.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So, but that's like my kitchen scent. It's like a vanilla. It makes you think I'm baking, but I'm not.
Yes.
Right? And
I love
then
that.
I'm like a man smell thing, like mahogany.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
smoky. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Tobacco.
Tobacco. Yes. If you walk in, it's like you walk through different like realms of my house. Like,
Yes.
you
Yeah.
get an entryway smell, which is like the clean. I do peppermint and lemon. It smells like I just cleaned, even though I didn't.
I love that you have thought about this so much, Jack. Like the fact that I have a candle that is my home scent is like feel like I'm doing good, but like
You've got zones.
Well, yeah. Well, because when you walk in, like I have 4 boys. Okay, they're 14,
Yeah.
Wow.
12, 9, and 6. So like
Ooh.
there can be a smell.
yeah.
Just because they're alive. Like
Yes.
and my husband
Yes.
and my 2 boy dogs, and then my boy cat.
Oh my gosh, you were the only girl in your home.
I kind of did it to myself, but I've never had female animals, so I just didn't know how to like get a female animal.
Yeah.
Is she gonna come at me because I'm the queen of the house? Like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna stand off.
Yeah.
So I just kept getting boy animals. So I was like,
Yeah.
So good.
So you have to think these things out. But I have a diffuser that I'm telling you, when you walk in, lemon and peppermint makes it smell like I just cleaned.
Oh, that's
Yes.
amazing.
You get that, and then you walk into the bourbon room, which is literally just a room with a fireplace with leather chairs, and it's like that leathery mahogany tobacco, and then
Yum.
you go into the kitchen and it smells like someone's cooking all the time.
That's
so good.
incredible.
I love this so much.
Maybe I need to elevate that a little bit more. I
might
just,
have
But
to.
you
My
can
goodness.
rotate diffusers and candles,
Yeah.
right? And so
Yeah.
that I do because the candles do burn a lot quicker. Like I can
Totally.
have
Yeah.
a cinnamon and a lemon, and so that can run all the time, and it'll last me 3 months. My candle, if I light it every day, which I do, even if it's a slow burn, it doesn't last as long.
it's still,
I
yeah.
know.
It's got to be like a treat.
Yes.
Totally.
Yeah.
I do have my Pura that I like throw on occasionally when I have like people coming over and I'm like, I just need to like ramp this up a little bit with like the kids and the dogs and whatever.
Yes.
So I'm with you on that.
Yep. So I'd say that's one. 2, you were talking about microneedling in the episode, and I was thinking through all the different things that I love. But I love, and it's hard to say because it's BBL, but it's not the Brazilian butt lift.
Oh,
That's like the title of it, and I'm like, it's IPL, but it's BBL because it's broadband laser. But I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. And so I will tell you, I've done microneedling. I loved it, but BBL, IPL. I have to say IPL. I know it's wrong, but whatever. It looks like BBL, but not Brazilian butt lift.
your Brazilian butt lift.
I'm telling you, I told my little sister I did it, and she's like, "You got a butt lift? I wanted a butt lift." I'm like, "No, that's not what I did. It's huge. I don't need a butt lift." I was like, "No, it's this laser, and essentially, it doesn't really hurt at all. They didn't need to numb, and it feels kind of like a rubber band, like snapping on your face,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it gets rid of all the sunspots."
Yes.
And so
I love that.
it and they peeled off kind of like coffee grinds, like you just saw it, and there was really
Oh.
little to no downtime. Like with the microneedling, your face was like on
Yes.
fire. I was like a
Yes.
lobster for days.
Yes. Yes.
And I put on the wrong cream, and I reburnt myself. Like I'm not a good patient, so I was like,
Oh,
"Oh, I wasn't listening when
jeez.
you said no."
You're like,
blah,
I
blah,
like the
blah."
other one.
Mhm. I like the one where it can't. No matter what I do, I can't ruin it.
Yes.
So-
Yes. I love that.
I will say that definitely because I have age spots and sunspots.
Oh,
and
yeah.
pregnancy acne scarring, which I didn't get acne growing up, but through pregnancy, all 4 of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And then after my 4th, acne just didn't stop, and I'm like,
I know.
really? Like,
Same girl.
yeah, like why? What's going on? So I will say that's number 2. Number 3. I got a new, so I love reading in the morning. Like I get up, I have my daily routine every single morning. When I fall out of it, I would say number 3 is just a daily morning routine of I get into the word, I read my personal development, I go for a walk, I listen. to whatever book or 3 because of ADHD.
Yeah.
I'm bored
Yeah.
with it 10 minutes later.
Uh-huh.
But really, like, narrowing in, I found that focus has helped me so much to just change the trajectory of my life, like being growth minded. So it's almost every single morning, unless I'm sick or something like that. I get up, I get in the Word, I do my personal development, I stop, I have to get the kids up, get them ready, all those things, and then I get back into it. And I used to work out first thing when I woke up, but I realized when I work out, I just hit the ground running.
Yeah.
And it's not good for my mindset. So I struggle, but I get up, I sit in front of my fireplace, whether it's 100 degrees in Florida, don't judge me. I just flick a button and the gas fireplace turns on, and we have AC.
That's amazing.
I love it.
I'm feeling a little spoiled, but it doesn't give off a lot of heat either.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just the ambiance of it.
It's ambiance. I put on my ambiance, and I absolutely love having that routine, getting into it in the morning, and it sets my whole day up for success. I don't even let myself work. I don't check my phone, and if I do, like, I keep it plugged in on the counter, because as soon as I pick it up, I'm into my tech. Who do I need to respond to at 5:30 in the morning? No,
Right.
Yeah.
No.
They text me at 10 o'clock. They're not looking at it till 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Right.
So they can wait. Everyone can wait until
That's right.
I poured into myself, poured into what my goals are, and then, I mean, that is game changing. So that's my third love.
I love that. Oh, those are so good.
So good. Oh my goodness. Okay.
All right, Jac, we're so excited to get into our episode with you. So, I guess we kind of chatted just like a little bit about what you do and, you know, what your day-to-day looks like, but I do want to know, so like, tell us a little bit about you. We know you have 4 boys, and then just like how you got into what you're doing, and then we'll kind of go from there.
Yeah. So I actually got into, I started marketing in high school, and so we had a trade high school that I went to, and so went into the trade, loved marketing, went to college, went for marketing, and then realized I was kind of bored with it, and I stumbled upon scuba diving. So there was a major at my school that was sports management with a scuba diving specialty, and a business minor. So I was like, well, I'm on year 4 about to graduate, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm just going to switch majors. And they're like, I don't think you should. But I was like, well, I want to, and I'm going to. So by the time I graduated, I had enough for 2 degrees had I wanted. Just because I was taking 18 credits a semester, working 3 jobs, diving all the time. And I loved it. I love the ocean. I love the water. And so I dove all the way up to getting dive master. I could have become an instructor, but I realized over time I didn't actually like to teach people diving. It was very frustrating. And it was kind of my zen area. Like, I could go underwater, and my favorite thing to do was literally to just sit 30 feet deep, lay in the sand, look up, and watch the sun rays come down, and just lay there for as long as my tank would last. That was like the best thing ever.
That's like your dive. That's what you would do.
That's what I would do. And I was like, because I saw all the things. I dove with sharks. I did all the things. It was like a wild, area of my years of my life that I just loved. But it was just so peaceful. And so when I went to graduate, she's like, you could go on to be an instructor, but I just think that's not your thing. And I was slightly offended. And I'm like, what do you mean I can't teach? Like, what do you mean? Like, I can do whatever I want to do, right?
Yeah.
But then I did it, and then I got right into. I graduated. I started my own networking company, and I started selling SEO. This was, oh my gosh, 15 years ago. This was before SEO was SEO.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just what I stumbled into. And then honestly, was it 9 months later? Not even. I met my husband. We met, moved in together, got married within 3 months. And then I moved across the country with him. And so became a stay-at-home mom. And it was very quick. I mean, we found out we were pregnant the day after we got married.
Okay.
God does crazy things.
That's amazing.
And so, shortly after we had our first son, he deployed to Afghanistan for a year.
Okay.
And so I never wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. It was not for me. I always wanted to be the CEO. I wanted to be in business. I loved business. I mean, I started my own garage sale over the summer one year, and I opened it like it was a store every weekend. People thought it was a store. They were asking me if I was getting more inventory, and I'm like, no, these
are my things.
These are things I took from my family and I'm selling so I can go to college. Not getting any more Beanie Babies in. Like, I'm sorry. Do you have jeans in a size 10? I'm like, I just don't. Like, I'm telling you, because I set it up like a store, I was keeping inventory, like I was wild. It's just, I loved it. And so he deployed, he came back, and we really were like, okay, what does our lives look like? Because when he deployed, I couldn't fathom putting our son into childcare. I just was like, okay, one parent's gone. If something happens, and basically my whatever job I have, because we're moving all the time, would just pay for his childcare. It doesn't matter that I have a bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
People don't like to hire military wives because they move all the time. They don't have to spend the money to train them, and then so we just came to this hard decision to be a stay-at-home mom. And again, it's a beautiful decision, but it just was never something that I saw myself doing.
Yeah.
And so as soon as he got back from Afghanistan, we got pregnant 2 days later. Not even kidding. I was like, oh my God.
Dang.
Like, okay, we were really meant to have babies. But then we moved, so we were in Hawaii, then we moved to Vermont, and that's where we had our second baby. And it was like, oh my gosh, I live in Florida, okay? I'm not a cold weather person. I grew up in Massachusetts. I moved at 17 for a reason. Like, no thank you. And it's beautiful for people that like it. It's just never been for me. And so when I had my second son up there, it was -30. It was December 30th. It was, oh my gosh, -30, -40. We didn't leave the house for a month. And I didn't know it, but I was slipping into postpartum depression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you know? You know, you don't know. And I had like no friends up there because I had a brand new baby, and it was freezing, and who goes outside? And our family lived 4 hours away, but it was freezing, and who's going to visit? And it's like, okay. So they would pop in here and there. But I just slowly started to like lose myself, and I had no idea that it was happening. I started drinking a lot of wine. And just like waiting for 4 o'clock, because then it was like reasonable, right? My husband was going to be home in an hour, so I could have a glass of wine at 4. And it was what I look forward to. And I was going through, I can't even look at it now. It was a big bottle of, I think, Liberty, like wine. And it was like $9, right? It was because we had no extra money either. And I would drink that. And then I would get up and I would do it again. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I would just be tired and resentful. And I hated my life. And I was like, what is going on? Like, I have 2 beautiful children. We own a home. It's the all-American dream, right? My husband's an Army officer doing everything that he needs to do. And it just felt so lonely. And so I remember we got orders to move. We were going to move to around Nashville, Clarksville, Tennessee. And so I was going to go back to school. I was going to become a nurse. I was like, I got to get out of here. I got to do something that makes enough money to put these kids in daycare. And I love my babies, but I just felt suffocated. And so I was like, I got to put them in daycare, and then I'll become a nurse. I can do it. I can do a nurse. They make good money. Whatever. Let's do it. And so 3 weeks before we were supposed to move, we got a change in orders, because this is military life. And so they said, we need to send you to Kansas. And I'm like, Kansas? And because he got into a school, it was 1 year early. It was a great opportunity for a career, la, 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 all of that. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I already have found schools for them. I already was going to apply for school myself. Like, everything was lined up, and now the rug just got pulled out. And I was like, all right, you do what you got to do. So put on a smiling face, move to Kansas, and I get there, and I remember staring in the mirror, and I was in like my unpacking clothes, and I was just staring at I'm wearing his Army t-shirt, and I'm just looking at, and I just was like, what if I left? What if I left right now? Would anybody even notice? Like, I could wait till he got home, because I could do that, and then I could go to the store. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I think that would work though. And I'm like, what? And I'm looking at myself, and I'm like, I don't even know the person in the mirror as I'm saying these things. And I'm like, something's off. It was like, wasn't even a wake up call at that point. I still didn't know that I was postpartum. That was 18 months later. Living in this. And a friend started reaching out about trying her workout program. And I'm like, no, I don't know you. We went to high school together. And she reached out again. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. Like, and now I'm like, this is back when you didn't get all the Facebook messages asking you daily. And I looked at her profile, and it was like her with her Bible and her and Jesus. And I'm like, oh, great. She's a Jesus freak. Okay. I'm like, all right, well, at least I'll hear what she has to say, because it can't be that bad. And so we get on the phone, and she starts telling me about the workouts. I'm like, yeah, I could probably use to work out again. Like, cause I liked working out, but I hadn't. But then I heard about like the opportunity, and I was like, wait, I can make money? Like, I can make money and be home. I don't have to choose. And so we had like no money left on the credit card. And I told my husband, I said, let me buy this challenge pack. It's $180. Let me just buy it. And if I don't pay it back, I have 30 days to make my money back. And if I don't, I'll send it back. I promise. Because we have like now it's groceries or the challenge pack money.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And so I bought it and I literally just harassed everybody I knew. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know I need to do something and I want you to do it with me. We can work out on I think FaceTime. I don't even know if it was a thing. It was 2014.
Zoom.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, it was like Skype.
Yes.
It probably wasn't even Zoom because that was like our big 2020
It
thing,
wasn't
I feel
Zoom,
like.
it was
Skype.
Skype, something, but I was like, just hop on and work out with me. And so we did it, and I immediately started feeling better. Within a few months, within the first month, I earned my money back, and then I didn't even know it was network marketing. And I had no idea. And I just saw all these women just being home with their babies, but being able to build something.
Yeah.
And it was like, wait a minute, we can do this? Like, we don't have to choose one or the other.
Yeah.
This was before, the big COVID and everyone got to work at home. This was before.
Yeah.
And there was that big divide of people, MLMs, da-da-da. I'm like, okay, you can say whatever you want. I get paid, you get a product. It's simple. It's not a pyramid scheme, because if it was, everyone would be in jail. I was like,
Right.
if it was a Ponzi scheme, people would be in jail. I was like, you literally buy a product, and because I make a commission off of it, you think I shouldn't get a commission when I told you about the product?
Right.
Yeah.
So my goal, I did that for years, 8.5 years actually. My husband, I earned all the way to a full-time income to be able to get him out of the Army.
Wow.
And so I was like, because you need to
Amazing.
get out after multiple deployments. And then after he got out, things shifted, and I ended up switching to a supplement company because I was like, hey, I'm getting older. Like, I'm getting older.
Yeah.
I love my workouts, but I need to fuel a little bit better. And they had
Yeah.
And then I did that, but I realized as I was doing that, I was training, I was leading, I was training, I was doing every Tuesday night. I had a big training call with my whole team, and I realized we had a lot of people who fell away, but because they wanted to pursue something they fell in love with.
Yeah.
And I remember people would get so mad when people left their team, and I couldn't understand why they were angry. We trained them up, we gave them the tools, and then they found something they were passionate about, and we're gonna then tell them not to do it?
Right.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me. And so that was the first company I was with, and that didn't fit. The second company encouraged you to do all the things, and so I did. And that's after being with the second company for, I think it was a year and a half, I wanted to build something local. I wanted to build a local team. And I said, okay, well, what does this look like? And I needed friends in the local area. We've been here 4 years at that point. But I didn't know really anybody. My kids were in sports. I had my sports friends, yada, yada, but I didn't have women that I could talk about business with. And I wanted to build my team, but I still wanted to talk about business. So I was like, I called up a friend. I said, hey, I need local friends. Will you invite me to all of your things? You're a local here. And she said, yep, absolutely. But then I realized she did too many things. And I was like, Jessica, you do all the things, and I don't want to hang out that much. So we said, can we just go to lunch, and can we have a women in business lunch? It will be St. John's, women, and it has to be business, faith, and friendship. Those are the 3 pillars that I want to build this lunch around. And she was like, yeah, but that name is really long, and we can, but and so she starts laughing. She's like, but do you know it's business, faith, and friendship is BFF.
Oh, that's
I
so
love
cute.
it.
I was like,
oh my
no,
gosh,
I didn't know that.
that's awesome.
It blew my mind, and I said, okay, well, yes, we'll do that. We'll open up a Facebook group, and we'll just go to lunch. So we went to lunch with peer pressured, hey, come to lunch with us. It's going to be a business lunch. Come to lunch with us. There were 16 of us. Some people had no idea how they got there. I was like, I don't know who you are. We just thought it was going to be our friends. And then Jess and I stood up and we're like, welcome to our group. It is called, I'm not even joking. We're acting like we're all professional. And then we're like, we're going to pray, whether you like to or not, don't care. Oh, close your eyes. Don't, I'm going to, but we're going to roll with this. And so that was August 2023 when that kicked off, and there was a really big room inside of the restaurant. And I said, ooh, hey, Pete, the general manager, I said, how do we get that room? He's like, you need 35. And I was like, 16 to 35. Okay. I said, well, we're going to be doing a monthly lunch here, and we would like to do that room next month then. And he was like, okay. And I said, we're going to do it. I said, Jess, we got to run. She's like, yeah, we can do this. We can do this. Word of mouth took off. We had 44 in the room that
my gosh.
I'm not joking. After the next month, 63. By month 3, our Facebook group hit 500 local women. I mean, it was just this
explosion.
Yes. And so I don't even remember, that was August. By February, with my background in network marketing, our group had over, I'd say probably over 1,000 women at that point.
Wow.
And there was tons of local businesses because we let you post whenever you want.
Yeah.
I don't want you to post on a small business Saturday. I think it's small-minded. I am a mom of a lot of children. I don't remember it's Saturday because I live at the sports field or I'm with my family.
Yeah.
To take the time to look at a small business Saturday post because I
No.
posted on those for years, hoping
Yeah.
to get business or people to know I existed in my area. I never had time to, if my alarm didn't go off to post on it,
Yeah.
I didn't post on it.
Right.
Never mind looked at it. And I thought that is such a scarcity mindset, and that doesn't fly for me. So post about your business whenever you want.
Yeah.
I go, let's just be opposite. Let's just be so different that people are like, why are you this way? Well, because God made me that way. God made us
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
Collaboration.
We're just gonna lean into it.
Yeah. I'm like, abundance, like this is what is for us, but the world's trying to trick us up. And so we did that, and we get to February, and we decided to take it to the next level. Like, how can we validate these small businesses? Because then some people were complaining to us, hey, I did business with XYZ. And we're like, I don't know them. This is a Facebook group. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
lunch. We were doing at that point like a chicks and coffee, so it was free. Come to my house and have coffee with my chickens. That's chicks and coffee.
Cute.
And so it was like, we don't make any money. We're just having lunch, and the
Yeah.
money goes
We're
for
just
that.
gathering people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so then I was like, you know what? That was one of the biggest hangups of me moving constantly was I had to find people and I had to get them to know, love, and trust me again.
Yeah.
Every time I moved, and it's really hard. But if there was somebody local that I could have linked arms with, like I did with my business partner Jess, if I could have done that and become like validated by them, then I could have grown my business. So we introduced preferred vendors. And so we have a preferred vendor directory on our website where small local businesses can pick their package and they can link arms with us, but they can't just like sign up and pay the money. They have to apply. They have to have an interview with our director, and then they get approved or denied to be on the site. And then there's also a 3-strike policy. If we get 3 verified complaints, then we remove you from the directory. No harm, no foul.
Wow.
We do elsewhere. But then we can validate all these small businesses
Yeah.
that come in, and it's not, the directory is for everyone. So it's for families, it's for, because a lot of people are like, well, my husband owns a business, but I'm home taking care of everybody. Are you okay? Get some water. Like,
Yeah, like choked. I went down the wrong pipe. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna
you're
put
fine.
our,
It gave me a water break.
my phone.
But so we ended up launching that, and it's been so amazing because we have different tiers, and it starts at $60 a month. I'm like, we want it to be affordable for everybody. Like,
Yeah.
as a brand new network marketing, I'm like, I wish every network marketer in our area, and we also don't have limitations on the business type, except for when you go up to the higher tiers. So if you're paying more money, then it's limited. It's like, oh, we only have, and it's
So many spots.
Jac, I am like blown away by this. Like
pretty
this,
cool.
this is
incredible.
crazy. Lauren and I have talked about this. We actually just did an episode on motherhood, and we talked a little bit about like just how we kind of got into what we're doing, kind of the same path you took. And actually a lot of my, like when I was a stay-at-home mom, a lot of what I did was what you did. Like I did a couple of different kind of the MLM, whatever it's called. I don't even know what it's called, network marketing. And it just didn't fill it for me. Like I enjoyed it because I got to be around people and it was something where I was making money. But like, I just think this is huge. Like
valuable.
this is just.
Well, and that other people need to see this too, or like other women, hopefully in business, can hear about this to be like, oh my gosh, let's just like link up and like just start talking about all the different things that we can do.
That's incredible.
To help grow our business and to help, make it a little bit more successful. Because there are things like whenever Paige and I got together, like that I didn't do that I'm like, oh my gosh, that's genius. I need to do that. Or that Paige didn't do that I did. That we're like, oh my gosh, maybe we should try to implement this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
which is
the world is so against this collaboration. This like,
Yes.
hey, well, you're going to steal my clients. No, if your client, and I think network marketing helped me with that a lot, especially because on my team, right? If I was talking to someone and my team member was talking to someone, I'm like, listen, here's the deal. I'm above you. I'm going to benefit either way.
Yeah.
I am. You take the client. That was unheard of on other teams. They were like, no. I talked to him first. I'm like, what? Like, that's so greedy. Why are we being greedy? And so I built this mindset with the Lord, because my Jesus freak friend brought me to the Lord way back when. Honestly, that was a huge part of it.
So glad.
And it was like, this this is everything that I've built since forever, right? Starting marketing in high school, going to selling SEO. I wouldn't even know what it is if I wasn't selling it. And then going into the network marketing, it trained me up for this because I was like, God, well, how are we using this? Like, what is this? Like, does this even make sense? What, because yes, I speak. Like, I love speaking on stages. God has gifted me with the voice, and I never thought that was going to be a thing because I despised it. But he's gifted me with a voice, so I love speaking. I love mentoring and coaching my clients. But this is just, it's a movement, and we're growing it. Like, we are going to franchise out to other areas. Like, we're already starting to like consider our branch in Florida. Where is that going to go? We've already trained.
So this is local still for you.
This is local right now still.
Okay.
But it's so, oh my gosh, it's so fun. Like,
that sounds amazing.
And we have
So
so
then,
many events every single month.
do you then help each one of those businesses? Okay, so tell us like a little bit, like how do you help those businesses grow, or is that a whole separate entity?
So with the different packages, it includes X, Y, Z, A, B, C. They just go up and up and up. So every month they get a shout out on the Facebook page. They get a shout out on the Instagram. Mm-hmm. They get added, depending on their package level, added to our weekly email. They get to sponsor a luncheon every month. So it really depends. But if they want to grow separately, if they're like, hey, I want to sit down, like, I don't know where I want to go in the direction of my business, then it's my personal business outside of that. And I only launched my personal business because everyone kept coming to me like, hey, we're doing awareness, but now we're stuck.
Yeah.
And I need help. And like your brain just does this. And I'm like, I don't really have time. BFF consumes my whole life in the best way possible. Because we have about 5 to 7 events every month. We do a workout, we do a chicks and coffee, we do a luncheon, we do, oh my gosh, I can't even think, like, what are we having? We're having Biddy Bingo on Thursday. Like
Biddy Bingo. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Something fun every time. But I was like, hey, they get an abundance for what they're paying for their package. But if you want to, we can sit down and do a strategy session. And so I started doing that, and my friends are like, okay, you need to charge for this. Like, you're not charging, and it's taking your time. And I was like, okay. And I love the strategy session. So I sit down, I do a 2-hour business strategy session, and then I come back, I organize the entire brain dump, and I give you, hey, these are our call to actions. These are your goals for this time. This is what we talked about. These are the systems that I recommend that you put in place with our conversation. So it's really consulting. And again, I never knew where all of this would go. And I realized, I'm like, okay, and just the one-on-one coaching, and then the speaking has all come to that. So I'm like, coaching, education, and speaking has now become my own business, where I'm able to help people on that one-on-one scale. Because yes, I can help the masses with BFF. I can help the masses when I'm speaking. But I can't help those individual questions, because it's not just one question. Everyone's like, you just get to my soul. I'm like, I just want to know about you. I have so many questions. I want to dive deep. I want to know about your family life, your 5-year, 10-year plan. I do this with strangers. I did it with a guy when I was getting an oil change from a couple weeks ago. I spent an hour with this man.
Tell me about your 5-year plan.
I'm not joking. I can't help it. I'm like, what do you do? What do you want to do? Because like, he seemed out of place. He goes, actually, and he shows me his Instagram, and I was like, Gabe, why aren't you like doing this? You're doing so well on it. And he goes, well, I just moved and this and this. I said, it kind of sounds like you just got a lot of excuses, I'm going to be honest. However, you might just need to sit down and write down what you need to do, and you might need to find someone for accountability. And he was like, ma'am. And I said, I'm not trying to be mean. I just know you're called to more.
Yeah.
And he was like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I was like, I do that, like,
I love that.
I truly believe that every single one of us was created on purpose with a purpose, and in this time. Like, I don't think there's a mistake, and I think that often it gets missed because of distractions, and putting ourselves off. And sometimes we have this big dream or vision, but we have no idea to how to get it started. And I'm really good at helping people get it started. I'm really good at helping them break it down. I'm really good. We're in the middle of it and they're stuck. And like, I just don't know. Like, one of my clients, I was doing her social media, and I'm kind of shifting from that. And so I told her, we finished our contract, and she's like, well, I can do another month if it's going to mess you up. I love her. I'm like, no, ma'am, I'm not doing another month. I said, honestly, you've taken what I've done over the last 3 months, you've learned from it. And because I told her, these are the days we're posting. I want you to post alongside the other days, so we can really, if you can, if you don't, I'm still posting for you. I'm still, like, she has a fashion boutique. She's amazing. And, I was like, you don't honestly need my service anymore. I was like,
That's
you don't.
amazing.
However,
That's so great.
you know, I'm like, because I don't want to be your crutch. If you want me to run it for you, sure, I have a team and they're going to run your social media. But we sat down and we ended up doing, at her last month, she was like, I want to do a strategy session. And then I filmed some content for her and stuff. But I said, honestly, Lisa, looking at all the things that I offer, the one-on-one coaching, the social media, and then the strategy sessions, I think you could just truly benefit from a quarterly strategy session.
Yeah.
To just keep you in line with your mission and your vision. And I don't think you need, and I mean, I saved her, I don't know how much money. But I'm
Yeah.
Right.
but I'm like, I don't want it to, like, the abundance and wealth that I'm getting is so massive from being able to serve the kingdom and help people get to where they were meant to
Yeah.
be. And I know the money will come. I know
Sure.
it will. I'm not worried about it. And I don't want to do it on, like, I'm honestly an incredible salesperson. I can sell you on my top package and this and that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
But if it's not for you, then you don't need
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
no, I don't want you, like, it's so easy because when people are down and like grasping for help
Yep.
to just
Yep.
sell them something. And I'm like, I
Yep.
can't, that's not how I do my business.
Yeah.
I think I convinced someone the other day not to hire me. And they're like, he sent me, it was a contract lawyer, and he sent me a contract after. He's like, I think you could benefit this. Thank you so much. I said, if you need my help, great. I was like, but I just think you could do a couple other things first. Because he said he enjoyed them.
Yeah.
Well, if you like them, then do them. I think your
Yeah.
problem isn't doing them. I think your problem is time management.
Yeah.
Right.
He could benefit
Well,
from coaching instead.
I love what you're saying about just like leaning into, you know, I mean, honestly, this podcast was kind of built off of like someone asked me, you know, basically just like, how do you make decisions in your business? Like, when do you think about things? Like, how do you think to do this or think to that? I'm like, honestly, like the Holy Spirit just like puts it on my
Leads it.
heart. And then I just say yes. Like, if I just say yes to it, then it might work and it might not. But like most of the time, it's just like the leading. And I was driving one day, like after my workout, and I was like, Lauren and I should do a podcast, because I mean, this podcast has been on my heart for so long. And so I texted Lauren and I was like, hey, you want to do a podcast with me? And she said, yes. And I'm like, what? Let's do it. Let's do it. But like, that was what it was born out of. And I just like love when you lean into, and I mean, it's been hard, but it's been also so fun. And like the joy of what we get to do, like we've really just like loved doing it so much.
And then also just getting to spread and getting to share different topics with everybody. I mean, when we look at our like analytics, I mean, there are people from literally around the globe that listen to this, which is wild to us to think about that. But also like, you know, may not have those, like that group, like you were saying, you know, to talk about different things to bounce those ideas off of. And so like, that's what this is for, is to like, have that podcast that you can just like pop in, listen to, gain a little like extra little tidbit of knowledge, and then just go on your way.
And send us a message on Instagram, because
And
we want to be your
hear it.
friends.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Sorry, everyone's like, is it you? I'm like, who else would it be? I'm like, why do you think you didn't hear from me for 4 days? Because I barely get in here on top of my 4 kids. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, now it's me, and I'm usually.
I promise we are the ones that you're talking to.
Yeah.
We don't have a team. We are it.
No team.
This
I
is
keep
us.
trying to have a team, and I'm like, teams are great, and I do have a team for my social media, but I keep trying to have someone take over my messaging, and it's too impersonal right now, and I feel like we're still in a growth phase where I can, and it's okay if I don't get to it every day. I have to back up and be like, hey, I mean, I was sick last week, and then I got sick again over the weekend. I'm like, is this real? I don't know. Satan's coming in hard because something great's happening.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if I don't get to it, then I don't get to it. And then I scroll back and I voice message everyone real quick, and then it's, you know, it's literally, I tell people, I'm like, when you think that I'm ignoring you, please just know that I'm doing the absolute best that I can do right now. I'm not doing anything intentional to hurt you or to offend you. I am just doing the best I can right now.
Yeah. That's so true.
I love that.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, just to kind of close out a little bit, I would love to hear one small tip of advice for like that you would say to like just better your business, just like one thing we could do or anybody can do just like today or tomorrow to just one little thing that can be like, okay, I'm just going to elevate it just a little bit more.
Yeah, I would say,
not to put you on the
Sorry.
spot.
I'm good. I'm great with questions. I would say work on your confidence. And it's really like, some of us think we're very confident, and we are in some spaces. I'm like the best I'll ever be. Then there's other spaces when I'm like shrinking and I'm like, go to these places where you shrink and work on your confidence, because you're never going to grow. Like for me, speaking on stages, I never ever wanted to do it, and then I was just kind of thrusted into it, and I was like, whoa, okay. And then I was speaking and leading in front of people, and now it's like, again, I honestly praise God. The Holy Spirit's his gift. It's his words, not mine, because when I get up there and it flows and the stories I need to tell shift, and I was like, well, I wasn't telling that story. But it was from going to the places where I lacked confidence, but also surrounding myself with people. It's like, the sum of five, we all know that, but do we do it?
Yeah.
We don't, and even there's people now that I'm like, I like them, but I can't spend time with them because they are not going to help me grow, and I want to grow. And that's okay if they don't. I've had to pivot in my life a lot of times, and sometimes people are like, oh, I've had the same friends for my whole life, and I'm like, that's excellent. I haven't.
Yeah. And
I haven't because I'm refuse to stay stagnant.
Yes.
And if people want to grow and we can grow together, we'll be friends forever. But if I'm going to outgrow you. It doesn't mean that I don't love you.
That's right.
It doesn't mean that I think I'm better than you. I don't. But I am growing until I can give up. That is my
Well, it's kind of like, it's almost addictive a little bit to be around people like that are going to better you, or even are at the same level like of your excitement about something. Like that's why I feel like Lauren and I are like really a good team, because we both are like at the same level of maybe crazy. I don't know. Like, does it have to have a little bit of that too? But I mean, that's one of the, I love that you said that, because it is just like so encouraging to be around people. And honestly, like that's one of the things I loved about the Creative Educator Conference is like
everybody,
the community, every single person is trying to be better.
Yes.
And
so supportive.
They're willing to share. Like they're willing to give you every single piece of information they possibly can. They're not holding back on you. They're not like, well, you need to do this with me. Like everybody was just like so open, so willing, so accepting, and really, really hard workers. And it's like so encouraging to be around people like that. Like, why would you not want to surround yourself with people that are going to make you better?
And who are going to be in your corner and help your business grow, and just like open their books to be like, this is what I did. Yeah. Take a little piece of it if you want to. Take whatever you want to. Yeah, because everybody's business is different, right? Like what works for us and what works for me and Paige, like may not work for somebody else. What works for you may not work for us, right? So because everybody's business is so different, like you could just take little pieces of that, apply it, and then excel. Yeah,
which is... I would say, get in the mirror. Like, because some people are like, well, how do I get in the room? How do I find my five? Blah, blah. And like, so if we strip it all back, because this will, I don't want anyone to get stuck on this, like finding confidence, and then they're on this like search and they can't figure it out. Get in the mirror and do it when you have no makeup on. Do it when you first get up in the morning. Do it before you brush your teeth. And just
you mean literally talk to yourself in the mirror? Yeah. Okay, cool.
And I will tell you, this is, so my best friend is a therapist. She is so damn smart. She's fantastic. She's just like, so she comes up with these things and then we try it together. She's like, hey, how was that? I was like, it was terrible. I was crying. I'm like, great. I'm also a certified transformation life coach. So I'm like, anything, I'm her guinea pig for anything, and then anything that really like transformed our lives, I'm like, hey, I'm going to share this with everyone, because she's kind of like quiet and introverted, and I'm like, she doesn't care. But this was huge for us. So it was like a month-long challenge. She was doing it with one of her clients. She said, hey, I think I may have messed her up, so I want you to try it.
Oh no.
She goes, she was crying so bad, and she goes, I'm going to try it too. She suggested it, and it was literally get in the mirror before your day starts, and just look at yourselves and say what you love about yourself. And you think it's easy. Stay there. I think it was like for 2 minutes. Oh my gosh. It was very challenging. But it was the first thing I did every day for 30 days. And what happened was, it was like, instead of, because your mind immediately goes like, oh, look at this. Look at these bags. Oh, look at, I'm so tired. Nope. You're not allowed to say anything mean, anything negative towards yourself. I love how I got up early this morning. I love how I'm going to get to brush my teeth. I love, look at the color of my eyes. I love,
2 minutes. Yeah.
It's really long. And you can start out smaller if you need to, but I will tell you that will change the way you look at yourself, because then when you look at yourself, like this morning I got up and I hadn't had makeup on for days because I was sick, and I was like, okay, I got up and I was like, I immediately looked at myself and I wanted to say, I was like, oh, my eyelids, I'm like, man, I gotta get those lifted, and as soon as I looked, I said, no, wow, like you just got through the sickness, you're still not feeling great, but you're gonna take on this day. and you're going to take it one piece at a time. Because I
Yeah.
had a couple of meetings. I'm like, I'm not canceling or shifting anything. I was like, today's the day that I feel better. Today is the day that I literally forced myself to drink a half a shake so I could have some energy. Today is the day that things change. And
Yeah.
so I'm telling you, and then I took a tub and I put on my makeup. And my little sister, I get on the phone with her. She's like, "Oh my God, you look so good." I was like, "I know. Look at me, sick for 2 days, but I look fantastic."
I love that.
But it comes from, like, confidence coming from outside is
Yeah.
only so big. But that confidence, it comes from within, because honestly, the Lord lives within us.
Yeah.
It's Jesus. It's like when you see that exuding back, and that's why doing that challenge, adding in the Word, you become unstoppable in a sense, because
Yeah.
you know that anybody that comes at you is not coming at you, they're coming at Jesus.
Yep.
And so nothing,
Yeah.
people pleaser, right? Recovering, I'm like, it used to hurt so bad, but now it doesn't. Because why? Because the confidence comes from Christ, and our joy is not rooted in our circumstances, it's rooted in
Yeah.
the Lord. So if we look
Yeah.
at this and we scale back and we're like, okay, I'm here on purpose with a purpose in this exact timeline. I don't want to waste it, and time is
Yeah.
not limited to us because we're eternal. And because once we go out here, we spend eternity in heaven. So time
Yep.
isn't limited to us. So often when we're rushing and we're all these things are consuming us
Yeah.
when we're in the busy, we lose confidence, we lose sight, we get
Yeah.
distracted, we get chaos, and it's like nope. All we have to do is get back into our routine and get back into loving ourselves, get
Yeah.
back into the Word, and that confidence comes from that.
I
That's
love that so much.
amazing.
I just, like, really quickly before we say bye to you, just want to go back to kind of like where you were and you felt like you were in this like really hard place with postpartum. And like, I just want to go back to that for like a hot minute, because I feel like there may be somebody that's listening that is like dealing with this, or you feel like you feel stuck in your home, or you feel guilty for it because you feel like you're not getting to do and lean
Yeah.
into your call, this call the Lord has put on your life. And I feel like Lauren and I, to an extent, have both also felt that way in life and in business, maybe not to the extreme that you did, but I just want us to, like, to all of us, all three of us, say, like, you don't have to live in that place. And it sounds like all of these things that you're tools and just ways to, either put yourself out there or just speak life into yourself, and then find somebody that can, be an encouragement to you. And it doesn't have to be local. I mean, it can be. Hopefully you want it to be, but
Yeah.
like, I love social media for that purpose. That's one of the reasons I love social media so much. That's one of the reasons we love this platform so much, is like, we want you to feel like we are your community too. And so I just kind of wanted to throw that in, that like, it doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be. I love your story. I love how you've taken it and really just like, you reset the trajectory for yourself. And I think that I think to an extent we can all do that. And it can be
Yes.
something we can encourage other women and people to do too.
So here's the thing, though, it's not going to be easy.
No.
Let me just
no.
tell you. So a lot of the times that success that you have in business never came straight from like out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah, that
when you
took 2 minutes for you to like explain
I
it.
know,
But
and you're
like,
like,
it
oh,
didn't
this
take
is
that long in real
This is
life.
gonna be so easy.
So
This is gonna be
true.
amazing. Like the other day, I watched my kids' swimming coach teach them how to do a butterfly, like the butterfly where they're like in the water, right? And they do the kick.
stroke.
And he made it look so easy. But in the back of my brain, I'm like, that is not easy. Like, that is hard. And so to know, like, yes, we can do these things. And yes, like, we want you to do these things. But then also just know, like, it's going to be a little bit hard. And that's how you grow. Like, through the hardness and through those tough times is how you get to be where you are, where you want to be.
Where you want to
Or
be.
where you
Yeah.
want to go.
Yeah.
Right? And so to tell yourself every morning, like, you are beautiful, you are amazing,
Yeah.
like all those incredible things to hype yourself up, or to like tell yourself those positive things about yourself or that you see, like you were saying, like, it's hard. Like, that's a hard thing to do. But when you start getting in that rhythm of things, like how much more confidence you will have
Yeah, looking back,
growing.
I mean, my second son was born in 2012.
Right.
I'm like, it's 2025.
I know.
Like, that was a long time ago. It feels like yesterday when I was in it. It felt like forever. But I remember
Yep.
just being like, I don't want this to be my legacy. I don't want this to
Yeah.
be what I leave behind. I don't want to continue the inherited bondage. And I didn't even know that what it was called. That
Right. Yeah.
it wasn't in my walk. And I was just like, I just don't want this. And truly, if I hadn't have found, like, the network marketing found me, but guess what? I needed to sell challenge packs. I went to this group of girls, and they were all Jesus freaks, and I was like, oh, I don't care, I'll make them my friends because I got to sell a challenge pack. Well, guess what? They sold me on Jesus.
Yeah.
They bought a challenge pack, but they sold me on Jesus, and that was, that was 2015 February. I got baptized, and truly, I could not do any of this, had I not leaned on the Lord and brought Him into my life full force. Like, I am 100% an advocate. I'm like, if you don't believe, if you get to the end of your life, and okay, this is like the easiest way to explain it. If you get to the end of your life, and I'm a believer, and I get to the end of my life, and I die, and it's blackness, okay, it's blackness. Okay, I lived a really good life. However, if I don't believe, and I get to the end of my life, and God is real, and I go to hell because I was so damn stubborn. Hell because I'm stubborn. Because to me it's like, hey, just open your eyes and look at it. Just take a look at it. And it's not everyone's time, and I get that, but look at the seeds. Let surround yourself with believers. Yeah. And so many people have been like, man, I don't even know how I got here, but I can't imagine my life without that. Same with me. Like, God redeems all things. God redeems all the terrible things that have ever happened to you and brings them into goodness and uses them. I never thought my childhood could be redeemed. I never thought my life could be changed. I never thought all of these things that I won't share because I'm still not there yet. I never thought He could use them, and now I look back and it's all a part of my story.
Yep.
I wouldn't be who I am. And I wouldn't change a single thing. Any of the hard things or any of the terrible things that happen, I wouldn't change them because today I am who I am, and I'm able to share my stories and connect. And if I didn't have my stories, I couldn't inspire people that are struggling and in it to, hey, hold on tight. Like, I'll hold on with you. Like, hold on to Jesus. I'll show you, like, He will bring you through this. I promise you. And it feels like the longest stint ever, but when you're on the other side, like, I mean, again, I was only sick for 2 days, and that was the least of my worries, but it felt like a really long 2 days. And I was like, I've been sick twice in 2 weeks. Like, that doesn't happen, but kids and sickness and whatever else. So it felt like a long 2 days, and I was sitting there, I'm like, I'm never going to get better. I'm never going to heal from this. Like, this was me yesterday. I was like, I think it's something worse. I definitely think this is day 2 for me. I'm never sick a couple of days. Like, this is 2 weeks in a row. But then when you get out on the other side, you can look back and be like, okay, it wasn't like, it was bad, but I can breathe. And if you can breathe, you can move on to the next step. And that's it. You don't need to see it. You need to have the breath in your lungs. That's it.
Yeah. I love it. Oh, Jac, thank you so much.
Yeah. This was such a fruitful conversation.
I know. I love talking to you.
I am so excited to share this with everyone. Oh my gosh. Well, and as always, we'll put all of your info in our bio for people to reach out to you, so that way you can also help them with their business.
And even not business, but even postpartum, all that. If you're
postpartum, all the things.
Message me, DM me. It might be a couple days. Remember, give me grace. But, but please, reach out. You're just not alone.
Yes, we'll have them be you can be their cheerleader too. Oh my gosh.
All right.
Well, thank you so
Thanks,
much for
Jac.
joining us. You're the best. Bye.